That's how the JV, they started out at 22-5 in the first quarter, and they were never to be headed after that. Tonight's game, of course, after tonight, there'll be only 3 games left for Richland. They have the bye on the very final night, and their last 3 games are going to be at home against Pasco next Friday night, next Saturday against Kennewick, and the following Friday against Eisenhower. So they're looking at a good schedule. Kamiakin's still got to go on the road, and this game very important. First almost looks out of the question at this point for Kamiakin, Don, but certainly they want to get second because they get a home court advantage that first night of district against the number 3 team.
Yeah, that loss last night was tough for them, but this just turns this into a must-win situation for them in terms of second place. If they can get Richland tonight and pick up kind of that game that they lost with respect to what Pasco did, really puts them back in the hunt. They just need to come out and get a win and prove to their kids and prove to everybody that they can play with Richland at this time of the year. And they've struggled a little bit lately, and they realize, I think they really do have a fine basketball team. They just need to get to put the parts together a little bit. They just struggled a little bit lately, and they can't ask for a better environment. They got their crowd into it. They got everybody healthy, and they got them at home, and it should be a great game.
And Pasco has no gimme tonight, playing up at Wenatchee. Phil Neal's talking before the game that he thought Wenatchee played extremely well last night. He says it was nearly the team that they played 3 weeks ago in Wenatchee when they rolled over the Panthers easily up there, and basically the Panthers kind of rolled over. So Wenatchee's coming along. Of course, Kennewick's in 4th, trying to hold on to that 4th spot. They got a game lead on Wenatchee, and they're playing up at Moses Lake tonight. So that's the other game we're going to keep you updated with. Pasco and Wenatchee. Hopefully they'll get things straightened out and get that on the air on the FM with Eric G this evening. And the 4th game tonight has Walla Walla playing at Davis, and Walla Walla desperately needs a win in order to claw back into things because they're 1-10 in the Big 9 Conference right now. But this is the game of the night, and maybe it takes a Richland to get Kamiakin going.
Yeah, that could be. You know, Richland, I thought Kamiakin played extremely good basketball last time against Richland, and they played extremely hard. Last couple times we've seen Kamiakin play, they haven't played with that same intensity and aggressiveness. Maybe Richland will be the answer to maybe force them to play hard and get the old train rolling again.
Okay. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First of all, for Kamiakin, or excuse me, Richland's the visitors. Under head coach Phil Neal, now in his 14th season. And we'll be back with the starting lineups after this 90-second timeout on the game of the week.
Gassy.
Okay, here we go. Here's the starting lineup for tonight's game. First of all, for the Richland Bombers under Phil Neal in his 14th season, starting at the guards will be Mark Bone, a 5'11 senior. Bone averaging 2.9 per game. Neil Robertson, a 5'8" junior. Robertson averaging 16.5. And also for Richland, Damian Ash, a 6'1" senior. Ash averaging 10.4. Up front, Jeff Cahill, a 6'1" senior, averaging 6.1. And Doug Schultz, the 6'5" senior. And Schultz is averaging 16.9. And now, for the Braves under head coach Don Shoemaker in his 16th season, the guards are Jay Robinson, a 6-foot junior, averaging 5.7 per game. Glenn McLeod, a 6-foot senior, averaging 14.1. Brian Williamson, a 6'6 senior, averaging 14.5. Up front, Ryan Turping, a 6'6 senior, averaging 9.5. And the center is John Carlisle, a 6'8 sophomore, and he's averaging 12.0 per game. Don, it is loud in here.
Yeah, it is really loud. It's incredible. This is exciting. This is what it's all about. You know, Richland has been a long time since they've been in a big game. They played Pasco early, one of the first opening weekend. Then they had Kamiakin. It's been 3 or 4 weeks since they've been in this kind of a loaded environment. Be interesting to see how they react.
Okay. The teams have been introduced. Kamiakin wearing the home gold trimmed in red. The Bombers in the road, green with the gold swirl. And here we go. A full house. There's about 18 seats left in here. I don't think they've closed the doors. officials, Larry Lazat and Larry Fox out of the Tri-City Sports Officials Association. And here we go. Richland, Kamiakin 2. The Bombers came from behind to win by 4, 61-57 at Daywall 3 weeks ago before 4,500. This place holds 3,000, and we're very close to that, if not there. Okay. So here come both teams out onto the court now as Ryan Turping and will jump against Doug Schultz. Carlisle jumped center last night, but Malcolm Stewart got him on the tip. So it's Turping tonight. And Kamiakin preparing for a defensive tip. Here's the tip. Both jumped too soon, but Schultz got back up there to get it to Cahill. Bombers have it. And here is Williamson on Robertson. Right side, Ash for 3. Off the rim, no good. The rebound fought for, taken by Bone. Richland retains possession. Out front, Damian fires another 3. Bang! 3-0 Richland. Ash wasn't bashful, missed one, came right back, got the second. Man pressured Bone on McLeod. Glenn spins in the lane, lost the ball. Cahill picked it up, ahead to Bone, 2-on-1. Lost the dribble, had to hold up. Ash lets a man fly by, fires a tray. Off the back rim, no good. The rebound by Bone. Richland retains possession. Here comes Ash again for a 3. It's almost an air ball, barely drew the iron. Cahill got the rebound, it's physical, and Ash barrels into him and draws the foul.
Yeah, Kamiakin's coming out man-to-man. Had a little turnover there. Ash really had 4 great looks at that and came up short on all of them.
3-0 Richland from the Kamiakin gym. Full house tonight. 7:17 to go in the opening quarter, and it's Braves ball. McLeod will bring it up man-to-man against Bone. Switches to the left hand, gets it across the 10-second line now. Looking as Kamiakin sets up the play. McLeod to the wing. He's used up the dribble now, needs help. Turping comes out between the circles to get the pass. Turping back to McLeod. Bone, of course, on McLeod. Richland straight man-to-man. McLeod down the left side of the wing with the pass to Williamson. High post Turping looking for Carlisle. Now he spins this Turping. Shoots from 12 under pressure. It's no good. Good job by Cahill, but they lose the rebound and Turping lays it in.
Yeah, Shoemaker really complained. Thought McLeod was really being held out there by Bone.
All right, in front court comes Robertson. Cross-court pass goes to Ash. Kamiakin's in a box and 1. Down low it goes to Schultz, forces his way in, double team, shoots anyway. He misses. Lucky he didn't get called for a push-off. And then Robinson knocked the ball out of bounds. They're going to give it to Kamiakin, though. Apparently Cahill hit it last.
Yeah, Kamiakin in a box and 1 that time. They got it into Schultz. He was surrounded by 3 players, forced him to take a tough shot.
3-2 Richland. Kamiakin ball in the backcourt. A minute and a half gone in the game. Here's McLeod dribbling up court against Bone. Takes his time but gets it across. And McDowell's on him. And there's the hold foul. Point of enforcement, I'll tell you, the first game of league play, Richland playing Pasco, Michael Harno was adamant about the enforcement of the hand check rule.
Yeah, that's a big part of Richland's defense is their pressure on the perimeter, and part of that's being able to kind of hand check a little bit, and the referees have got to call that and neutralize that play.
They did. Second team foul on the Bombers, first on Bone. McLeod gets the inbounds pass. McLeod dribbling. Left wing goes the pass to Williamson. Lob low post to Turping. Got Schultz up in the air. Put it up. No good. Rebound. Carlisle kept it alive, but Ash grabbed it. He's being manhandled over there. No call. He got the pass away to Schultz at midcourt. But Kamiakin has the numbers. Schultz looks to pull it out. Gives it to Ash between the circles. Looking for Robertson. He's got it in the deep corner. Double team. Out it comes to Bone on the perimeter. Bone steps inside all the way to the hole for the lay-in. No good, but he got fouled. Turping gets the foul. Bone's kind of surprising that way because you don't look for him to try and score, and he caught him napping.
Yeah, that was a nice play on his part to be able to just be aggressive and take the ball to the basket. Although he's not a great shooter, he can score inside, and that was nice to see him look at that and take it all the way to the hole.
He's done a great job of improving his free throw percentage. He's up to 57%. That may not be great, but from where he was a month ago, it's stupendous. 5:49 remaining the opening quarter. The Bombers leading by 1, and here's Bone on the line with the first one up, and good, he hit it.
Richland's defensive pressure in the half court has really been a constant factor here so far. Kamiakin hasn't been able to adjust to it. They got to get into something.
Bone with the second shot on the way. It's good. He knocked them both down. 5-2 Richland. McLeod coming out of the backcourt now. And Richland knows they've got to put pressure on the perimeter to keep that ball out of the inside. They clear the side. McLeod drives, puts it up on the move. No good. Schultz gets the rebound for Richland. Falling down, and he clears it to Robertson. Good job. Here's Neal across the 10-second line. Shoots a long tray over Williamson. It's in and out. The rebound. Knocked loose. Turpin got it for Kamiakin. Bodies on the floor for Richland. Out of backcourt, 3-on-2. McLeod pulls for a tray. Good.
That's what McLeod needed to get that 3 down early, get him going.
5:15 to go in the first. We're tied at 5. Robertson out of the backcourt. Wants Ash to come out and get the ball, and he does. And Kamiakin staying box and one. Robertson's wide open in the corner, and he hits a 3. Williamson lost him that time, ended up trapped inside behind a pick. Here's McLeod wheeling and dealing in the lane and dishing out to Robinson. Robinson back out to McLeod, 8-5 Richland, 4:50 to go first quarter. McLeod looks at the bench as the play's called out from there. Count is on him, picks up the dribble, gives it to Robinson, into the left corner to Williamson, looking low. Carlisle being fronted by Schultz. Pass comes high post at the elbow to Turpin, takes it into the lane, lost control of it, grabbed it back on the block, turns, shoots, and he got fouled. Somebody got him on the wrist. It's going to be either Robertson or Cahill. Let's check and see. It's on Robertson.
Yeah, that's a matchup I think Kamiakin has the advantage on. Schultz has been matched up on Carlisle, doing a great job of fronting him, but Cahill's having to guard Turpin. Turpin's got a lot of athletic skills, good basketball skills. I think they've got an advantage there, Kamiakin.
Is it a shooting foul? Oh, I can't believe it, calling that a shooting foul. Now they're going to have a discussion. He was not shooting. The ball was on the... Holy cow! I can't believe that. He was on the dribble. Wasn't he?
Yeah, he looked very much like he was on the ground. Richland coach is not happy with that call.
Well, everybody misses one, but when you give him free throws, that really hurts. Turpin with 2 free throws. Here's the first one on the way. It is no good. And the Bombers react like that's justice for you. Okay. Another one coming. It is good. 8-6, Richland by a deuce, 4.5 to go first quarter. Bone into the forecourt. There's the pass in the corner. Robertson got free again. No, it's partially checked by Williamson, who came from nowhere. Robertson took it off the glass. Up to McLeod. McLeod, Bone right on him. McLeod takes him to the lane and dishes to the wing to Williamson, looking low to Carlisle. Williamson on the drive, pull up 12-footer. Short off the rim. Rebound fought for. Bombers there. They can't hang on. Turpin misses a tip. The rebound, Robertson throws it up. No good. Tipped in by Williamson.
Boy, that's extremely physical inside. Phil Neal's trying to get bodies coming over the back on him.
We're tied at 8, 4 minutes to go in round 1. Out of the backcourt, Robertson with the dribble gives it up to Ash. He's been able to get free from Williamson on a couple of occasions. On the box and one, there's a pass deflected out of bounds by Robinson as Schultz tried to throw over the top down low.
Yeah, Richland's made a nice adjustment to the box and one. They're running their screens up high toward the elbow at the edge of the key, and Williamson's having to really fly to the baseline as Robertson works the baseline. Long ways for him to cover.
Bone and Ash go out, and Eric Buck and John Spohr come in at the guards for Richland. First subs to the game for either team. 3:51 to go in the opening period, tied at 8. Inbounding from the deep corner is Spohr, gets it into Schultz right next to him there. He takes the dribble, tried to move around Carlisle, puts it up, and a shot was checked by Carlisle, and he took it out of the air, and he's fouled by Cahill.
That was a nice defensive play by Carlisle. Schultz challenged him. Carlisle stepped right up, went into him, got a piece of the shot. That's a nice play.
First foul on Cahill, 4 on the Bombers, only 1 on Kamiakin to this point. Full court man pressure coming from Richland. Williamson looking to get into the backcourt, brings it into McLeod. He's picked up by Spohr now with Bone out of the game. Better offensive player, not really the defender as Bone is. And in the front court comes the pass to Robinson at the hash mark, deep corner to Carlisle. Fires from 18, that's an air ball. Overshot the rim by 2 feet. Rebound cleared by Cahill. Off to Robertson. Cross court pass, deep left corner. Buck out to Spohr. He finds Cahill down the lane against Carlisle. He misses his shot. Rebound Carlisle. He's fouled by Cahill again. The Bomber bench is really upset about that. I think they thought Cahill got manhandled down inside.
Yeah, same type of situation. Cahill went right out the bucket, made a nice move, but came up short. Carlisle got the rebound, and Cahill out of frustration fouled him, trying to get him back.
Now that's a quick 2 on Cahill with 3:21 to go in the first. We're still tied at 8. Williamson to bring it into the backcourt. Again, the full court man pressure. He gives it in to Williamson to Carlisle, right back to Bryant, and now to McLeod. Spohr's up on him tight. Gives him the left hand, not the right. Glenn carefully brings it across the 10-second line. All right, looks for somebody popping to there he is to Carlisle. 12 feet away, though. Turns, he's got Robertson on him. We're going to get a foul. It's an offensive foul. He pushed off with the off arm. Carlisle gets the charge.
Yeah, Kamiakin ran a nice little play there. They ran an up screen for Carlisle, forced a switch, had Robertson on him, and Carlisle, in his eagerness to try and take it to the basket, got called for an offensive hook foul.
Spoor brings it up court. Phil Hazel going to check in at the next dead ball for Kamiakin. Spoor to the right wing into the corner to Schultz. Up on him is Turping. He drives on Turping. We're going to get a foul inside, and it's going to be on Turping as he grabbed him as he went by.
Yeah, Richland ran a little special play there. They got the ball to Schultz on the baseline and just kind of cleared everybody out, and he just took it to the hole, throwing the foul on Turpin.
They couldn't get Hazel in before Turpin got his second foul there. 2:56 to go in the first, still 8-8. Spoor to inbound. Comes into the corner to Buck. Buck goes around his man, gives it out to Cahill, went between his legs, but Robertson grabbed it. Still boxing one. Spoor jacks a three. It's off the back rim, and Hazel grabs the rebound for Kamiakin. Away to McLeod. Up the left side to Williamson in the deep left corner. Buck out on him there. Williamson drives off a pick from Carlisle in the lane. He shoots and hits over Schultz.
Pretty play by Williamson. Took the ball in the gap, made a nice jump shot.
Kamiakin has its first lead of the game at 10-8. Into the front court, Buck looking low to Schultz. Carlisle fights his way around in front of him. Out on top it comes to Robertson. He's got a man underneath, but it was poked out of bounds nicely by Robertson as Cahill tried to sneak under there.
Kamiakin really playing hard tonight, doing a nice job of coming out and playing real physical defense.
All right, Spoor to trigger it. It's a stack left of the lane. Gets it into the corner. Buck had it knocked loose as he got it, but he retrieved it. Gives it out front to Robertson. Robertson walking the dribble around with Williamson in his face. Into the corner to Buck. He's wide open for the tray. Swish! 11-10. Richland has the lead back. 2:04 to go in the first. Eric Buck's a guy that can come off that bench and throw in threes for you, particularly against the defense that you don't play too often in that box and one. They didn't get anybody out on him. Robinson has it in front court. Comes to McLeod. He's picked up by Buck. McLeod looks to the high post. Turping's out of the game now, so they have Hazel in there. Ball still on the perimeter with Robinson, guarded by Robinson, guarded by Robertson. Out to Williamson it goes. High post to Hazel. Looks. Now just gives back behind him to Williamson. Low to Carlisle. Schultz is on Carlisle. He's being fronted by Schultz. Robinson straight away for three. He's off the rim wide, no good. Rebound run down in the corner by Spoor. They've kept the Kamiakin crowd out of it here. And the Bombers have the lead by one. In the front court, very quiet crowd for a full house. Into the corner to Robertson. Williamson there this time. Comes left of the lane. Cahill fakes the shot. Gives back to Neal. He jacks it over Williamson. Off the rim, no good. Tipped around by McLeod. He kept it alive. Good job. Hazel grabbed the board. Away to McLeod. Run across the 10-second line. Spoor right with him. Takes him into the lane. Going to put dish off. Oh, he should have put it up. He'd have got two shots. But they're going to get the foul out front anyway on John Spoor. That's his first, the sixth team foul on Richland.
Interesting, Bombers, Neal electing to play Cahill with two fouls, but they got Hazel, his checking Hazel, and Hazel really not an offensive threat.
Inbounds pass, knocked right back out again by Robertson. Richland, or Kamiakin will have it in front of the Richland student body in forecourt. 11-10 Bombers, a minute exactly to go in the first quarter. Williamson lobs it into the out to the center line to McLeod. Spoor's with him, and the left wing it goes. Buck's on Williamson, big height advantage off a pick. Williamson shoots from the foul line. It's off the back rim. Rebound by Eric Buck of Richland. And Buck will bring it into front court with less than a minute to go now, down to 45 seconds. Buck looking for Robertson. Can't get it to him in time now. Good hounding defense by Robinson out front for Kamiakin. Now to Robertson between the circles. Left wing it goes Cahill. Fakes the shot. He got around Carlisle and laid it up, and he missed it. Just couldn't quite finish. Carlisle rips the board down. 28 seconds to go. McLeod into the front court. Let's see if they go for one shot. Looks like that's what they're going to do. Keep away out on top with now less than 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Williamson hands it to Robinson out on the left corner here near the center line. Down to 10 seconds to go. It's Robinson. Gives it to McLeod. 8 seconds to Williamson left wing. Williamson on top to Carlisle. 5. Finds McLeod in the corner around to pick. Somebody ran into the screen center with 3.5 seconds to go. It was Buck, and Williamson will go to the line for 1 and 1.
They ran a nice play there. Williamson screening down for McLeod. Richland couldn't get through the screen, so they just shoved Williamson trying to get through it, sending Brian to the line.
Noticed Schultz has stayed out of foul trouble in this fourth quarter. No fouls at all.
Yeah, it's really good. Cahill's been able to finish this quarter, it looks like, with 2 fouls, not getting that third.
Williamson in the line for the bonus here. Yeah, they don't have a deep bench as far as the forwards are concerned. The guys up front. Williamson drains the first one. He's got 5 points, and that ties the game at 11. Another one coming now is Russ Wright going to check in. But he's coming in for Williamson, apparently. Or is he? No, he's not. He's going to come in for Robinson. 3.5 seconds to go in the period. Brian Williamson to the line with one more. Shot on the way. He hit it. All right, here's Buck driving. He's at midcourt. Shoots from 40. Off the rim. Off the front of the rim at the buzzer. We take 60 at the end of one. Kamiakin 12. Richland 11. The second quarter, Doug Schultz shut out in the first, Don.
Yeah, Schultz shut out in the first quarter, but it really didn't have a lot of effect on Richland. Cahill really being aggressive offensively, taking the ball to the hole, had some layups that he felt like he should have made, caused him to pick up some fouls on some rebounds, but it's nice to see him looking to score and take some of that pressure off of Schultz. Carlisle doing a super job on him. We'll see which one of those can handle in terms of fatigue as the game goes on.
Richland hit 3 3-pointers in that first quarter. Kamiakin had one. Kamiakin ball, start the second quarter, leading 12-11. And the Richland goes to the half-court trap. They quickly get underneath the Hazel. He lays it up. He got fouled from behind, and the foul is on Schultz. Fans thought he had all ball, but when you come from behind, 90% of the time you're going to get called for it anyway.
Yeah, Richland came out there in a little surprise look, a little half-court trap. They got the ball inside nice to Hazel. Drew the foul on Schultz.
Best part of it, though, he had an easy lay, and Hazel's only shooting 37% from the line. Phil's still looking to play quarterback somewhere in college football next season. First one up, he got it.
It'll be interesting to see if Richland stays in that zone, maybe trying to protect Cahill a little bit. If they stay in a man, I look for Kamiakin to maybe attack him and get his third foul and get him out of there.
Second shot, Hazel. He got them both. Well, they recognized it right away that time and got it inside. And the result's 2 free throws. Kamiakin's longest lead of the game, 14-11. Spores in front court. He's in there with Robertson. He shakes free from Williamson, but he's covered up. Left corner to Buck. Here comes the triple. Off the back rim. Rebound knocked out of bounds by, they called it off Carlisle, so it'll be Richland's ball.
Yeah, Kamiakin came out in the box and won that time.
Ash coming back into the game, and Eric Buck will have a seat. So it's Buck, Spore, Robertson, Schultz, and Cahill. Kamiakin with Williamson. And Russ Wright, Hazel, McLeod, and Carlisle. From the foul line, Robertson hits. Somebody lost him again. That's his second field goal. Richland draws within one, 14-13. Back the way, Russ Wright fakes a man off his feet, then they dish out to McLeod for a three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, fought for. Russ Wright got it underneath. Feeds out on the baseline for a jumper by Williamson. Off the rim, no good, and Russ Wright pushed off that time, and Cahill hit the floor, and Wright will get the foul. But he was very aggressive in there that time. 14 fouls on Kamiakin, so they're not shooting yet.
Kamiakin again, 2 pretty good looks at a three. One by McLeod, one by Williamson. They've got to make those threes tonight. Hopefully that carryover slump from last night won't continue tonight.
Unless you're a Richland fan, of course,
yeah.
And then you hope it does. Some moisture on the floor, and Larry Fox does the honors and wipes it up. We're at 14-13 in favor of Kamiakin with 7:15 to go. And the crowd really been kind of dead for the most part tonight. Low-scoring game so far. Robertson in the corner with it to Ash. Comes out to the wing. There's in the corner Robertson around to pick. Shoots over Williamson and hits again.
Yeah, Richland really doing a nice job of setting picks for Robertson, breaking him free for some shots.
Richland's taking the lead 15-14. McLeod on the drive and the dish to Williamson to the corner for a three. It's off the rim again. Cahill clears the ball. Richland's a step quicker at the moment. Robertson into the forecourt. Into the corner it goes to Ash. Back to Robertson. Down on top to Schultz. Schultz inside to Cahill, working on Carlisle, back out to Schultz. He fires a three. He's off the back rim with the rebound to Ash. Out to Robertson. Let's go with a three. In and out. And the rebound by Hazel for Kamiakin. He clears it to McLeod. McLeod out of the back court. 6:27 to go in the first half. Richland 15, Kamiakin 14. McLeod to Williamson. Now back out to McLeod. A long three off the rim. Carlisle's there for the rebound, and he got fouled by Schultz. And Schultz just picked up his second. And there was a little stare down there between Carlisle and Schultz, and Schultz fouled him, and then he fouled him again after the whistle.
Yeah, they're kind of exchanging glances a little bit. Sounds like they got a little bit of a personal war going on there. Carlisle really trying to challenge Schultz. Really got a fight for the rebound.
Neither has scored.
Yeah,
Schultz was shut out, but Carlisle hasn't scored either. And he's going to the line for 1 and 1. He's averaging 12 points a game, the young sophomore. Puts it in on the first, and that ties the game at 15. Neither team able to generate any momentum for the most part so far.
Yeah, both teams really looking to shoot that three, and if it's there, they're really taking it tonight.
Carlisle with the second one on the way. It's no good, and the rebound by Spoor. So here come the Bombers. The game tied at 15. Spoor hands it off to Robertson out front. He's already shaken free for 7 points in the game off the box and one into Schultz. Knocked loose by Russ Wright and stolen by Hazel. Russ Wright's been a big key for Kamiakin since coming off the bench. McLeod into the forecourt. Settles. Richland's still in that 1-2-2 trap, and a bad pass stolen by Cahill. Ahead to Robertson. 3-on-2 to Spoor. Nice feed to Cahill for the lay-in.
Nice defense by Richland that time.
17-15 Bombers. Here's the 1-2-2 half-court trap again. McLeod out front. He drives, then dishes on the wing to Wright. Waits for the rotation. Hits Williamson coming out between the circles. Reverses left wing to McLeod. Kamiakin's made only one three-pointer last night. 1 of 22 from three-point range against Ike in the loss. Williamson on the wing out front. McLeod fakes the three. Got inside Robertson. In the paint. Horses up. Schultz rejected it. Taken away by Ash. 2-on-1. He hits 4 all the way to the bank for the lay-in. Richland by 4. McLeod up the left side to Williamson. 5:08 in the half. Richland on an 8-1 run right now. Russ Wright on the wing right side. Crosses out front to Williamson against the zone to McLeod. Low it goes to K. Carlisle bounced it off his foot, got it back, laid it in. 4:50 to go in the half. 19-17 Bombers. Robertson out of backcourt, left wing. Damian's wide open for a three. It's off the back rim. Comes to Schultz on the other side. Schultz got inside Hazel. Then behind the board he was fouled, and it's going to be called on Carlisle, I believe.
Tempo of this game has really been incredible. Both teams really pushing the ball. Kids starting to get a little bit tired.
It's on Russ Wright. It's not on Carlisle. 15 foul. McLeod's going to take a break. Robinson will go out. And Matt Kuklinski will come in. And Williamson will go out. Or is it Robinson? No, Robinson just came in. Yeah, Williamson's going to sit down as well. Williamson and McLeod have combined for 9 points so far. Spoor to inbound as Richland's not in the bonus yet. Pass out of bounds by Robertson. He thought Spoor after inbounding was going to cut to the hole, and he didn't.
Yeah, Spoor inbounded the ball to Robertson for the three and just kind of failed to step in and make himself active in the play. Kind of expected Robertson to shoot it.
Carlisle's also out of the game. Kamiakin only has one starter on the floor, and it's Turping. Robinson's in there along with Kuklinski, Russ Wright, Hazel, and Turping. Then Richland staying with the 1-2-2 zone. Kuklinski, high post to Turping, turns, they triple team him, finds Hazel down low, pump fake, tried to put it up, and they called a foul on Damian Ash, who tried to strip the ball away from Phillip.
Yeah, nice patience that time by Kamiakin, finding the hole in the zone down low.
That's 2 on Ash. Ash, Schultz, and Cahill with 2 each, with 4:21 to go in the half, and Phil Hazel goes to the line with the bonus. He is 2 out of 2 from the line. Richland's in the lead, 19-17. All right, Phil ready, right-handed shooter on the way. It is in. Oh, they called that a shooting foul. Excuse me.
Yeah, Hazel really doing a nice job at the free throw line. It's going to be real key here for Kamiakin if they can come out here and have these bench play well here for them while they can rest their starters.
Hazel with the second shot. He got them both again. He's drained 4 here in the first half, and ties the game at 19. Spoor into the forecourt, staying box in 1, high post to Cahill. Here's Spoor down the lane. He lost the handle. He hits the floor, grabs it. It's a held ball. No, they're going to call Hazel for jumping on the ball, but he was out of bounds.
A nice hustle by both teams. They're going after the loose ball. Spoor getting a little out of control, taking it down the lane.
Williamson exerting a lot of effort on that box and 1. And one of the reasons he's out of the game to get a rest. And Kuklinski's the guy chasing Robertson in the box and 1. How do you like that defense so far?
It seemed to work reasonably pretty well. Richland really hasn't cared what they've been in, to tell you the truth. They've been able to get some shots. Both teams really taking the first available shot that comes to them. Really, the pace has been incredibly quick.
Robertson had the ball after they wiped up some perspiration, but Larry Fox says, I've got to hand it to you before you can throw it in. Okay, here we go. Robertson inbound, 4 corners around the paint, into the corner to Schultz, out on top to Spoor. Reverse it to Ash, but Robertson was covered. They couldn't get it back to him in the left corner. Out front, Spoor with the ball. And we're going to get a holding foul on Robinson. And that's 16th foul. And on Robinson is foul number 1.
That's really going to be key here if Cahill can stay through this quarter and not pick up that 3rd foul. He's really
or
done
Schultz.
A nice job. Yeah, or Schultz.
Robertson gets it into Spoor, comes out front. 4 minutes to go in the half. Spoor looks in the corner, can't get it there, into Cahill, out to Ash, right corner. He fires a three. Good. Oh, great ball movement by the Bombers. Richland 22, Kamiakin 19 into the forecourt. It goes to Kuklinski. Off the dribble, gives to Robinson. Richland, since they got in a little foul trouble, went to this 1-2-2 zone. And it's worked. They haven't picked up any fouls on Cahill or Schultz since then. Kamiakin working the perimeter with Kuklinski. He dishes to right on top. Can't get the three off over Robertson. To Turping. He shoots from 12. Good!
Nice shot by Turping. Squared up, got a good look at it, and hit it.
It's a 1-point Richland lead. Those threes really paying off for the Bombers. They've out-threed them 4-1 so far. Into the corner, Ash fakes the three. Turping gets to get him. They get it into Schultz, and he's fouled by... No, they call him for a walk. Schultz throws the ball down. The official didn't see it.
Yeah, Schultz really frustrated in that call. Kamiakin did a nice job of double teaming down, forced a little contact, and the referees called the travel.
3:06 to go in the half. Richland by a point. Kamiakin still with 4 starters on the bench. Right in the corner, and they're not in foul trouble either. To Robinson, high post to Turping, turns, shoots from the foul line. He rolled it off, no good. Schultz clears it, and he's fouled by Russ Wright. Now that's 3 on Russ Wright. And it'll send Schultz to the line.
Yeah, Doug Schultz right now a little bit frustrated, a little bit excited.
He still hasn't scored either.
No, hopefully this will kind of settle him down a little bit. Maybe get the free throw line, get a couple points, settle down, and get back into his game.
2:54
with that call.
2:54 to go in the second. And if you'd have told Bill Neal Schultz won't score yet, but you're going to be ahead. There's McLeod back in for Wright, who gave him some real good minutes in there. Schultz, boy, if he could hit 70% from the free throw line, he'd average more than 20 a game. As it is, he's only 58%. Buck coming back in, and Spoor goes out. And Williamson back in, and Kuklinski. So the Kamiakin starters had about 2.5 minutes rest there. Clock time, not real time. More than that, real time. Schultz with the 1-and-1 bonus. Big bend to the knees by the senior, up and good.
Cahill, Schultz, and Robertson appear to be just kind of warriors for Richland. I don't think they're ever going to come out of the game unless the fouls dictate that. It just seems to be the role that they're going to play.
Bombers by 2, 23-21. One more shot for Schultz. Set at the line. And on the way with it. Good. He hit them both. First 2 points of the game for Schultz. And it gives Richland a 3-point lead again. 24-21, 2:46 to go in the half. Williamson has it in front court in there with Turping, McLeod, Robinson, and Hazel now. Out front, Turping gives it to Jay Robinson. Kamiakin still in the zone. Turping underneath with a pass to Hazel is knocked out by Schultz. Williamson will do the inbounding with 2:34 to go in the half. 4 corners around the paint. Gets it in to Turping in the corner. Richland extending the zone. Pass way out on the center circle of Robinson. He works on Robertson on the zone. Fakes. Gives it to Turping at the foul line. He's double teamed. And a poke through stolen by Robertson. It's re-stolen by McLeod in the backcourt for Kamiakin. Glenn into the forecourt. Robertson shadowing him. He drives right by him down the lane. Throws it up and no good. Rebound Schultz. Tries to clear it. He's fouled by Hazel. Kamiakin really struggling from the field.
Yeah, they really are. It's nice to see the officials will take control of the game, start calling some of those fouls inside. It was starting to get real physical.
Kamiakin with only 2 field goals in nearly 6 minutes here in this second quarter. Turping coming out of the game now, and Carlisle back in. Turping gave Carlisle a good rest there, as well as the rest of the Braves, really, as he knocked down a jumper there. Now Schultz back in the line for 1-and-1. On the way with the first one. It's no good. The rebound by Carlisle. Away to McLeod. 2:07 in the half. Richland by 3. McLeod out of the backcourt. Richland with the 1-2-2 extended out front here. Robinson and McLeod playing catch. Now under 2 minutes to go. Robinson goes to the left corner. McLeod goes over there, but there's nothing there. Got it into Carlisle. He turns at the elbow, back to McLeod, to Robinson in the corner, fires a three under pressure. They knock him down, no whistle. Schultz takes it. Ahead it comes to Robertson. Down court, pulls up 18-footer off the back rim. Ash got the rebound for Richland, and he's fouled by Robinson. Robinson could have been shooting three at the other end, and he knows it because he got knocked down on that shot. Officials didn't see it.
Yeah, Coach Shoemaker trying to get on the refs there a little bit, make them aware of what's going on at the other end of the floor. Wants to kind of call it both ways.
Turping back in the game. Hazel goes out now. Okay, and that'll put Damian Ash at the line. Shoots at the extreme left side of the foul line. 65% free throw shooter. First one is short off the rim. The rebound tipped out. It's headed out of bounds. Ash saved it. Out front to Robertson. He's back in the corner to Ash. Fakes the three. Still in the box and one is Kamiakin. Williamson on to Robertson, who's got the ball. Tried to spin away from him. Nowhere to go. He nearly lost the ball. He grabbed it back. Out front it comes to Ash. 1:22 to go in the half. Now to Schultz, left wing. Carlisle giving him a step or so. So he shoots over him. Rolled off, no good. Tip, no good by Cahill. Underneath, Buck grabs it. He wants to horse it up, gets called for a walk.
Richland did a nice job getting the offensive board that time, but just came up with a travel.
Robinson out and Matt Kuklinski back in. It's been a long time since Kamiakin scored. Neither team scoring at a rapid clip here.
Well, this zone for Richland's accomplished a couple things for him. Enables Schultz and Cahill, it appears, to stay away from that third foul so far.
Yeah, they've maintained the lead and running out the clock here without getting any more fouls in this period. McLeod down court. The Braves still trailing by three. Kuklinski finds Turping along the baseline. Can't go there. Out front it goes to McLeod against the zone. Backs away now. Looks. Now he's used up the dribble, but there's nobody on him. Goes to Kuklinski. Kuklinski, as Buck comes out to get him on the zone. Now to McLeod. 50 seconds to go in the period. And Kamiakin having trouble finding a shot here. Remember last night, it was the Eisenhower zone that really gave him fits. They couldn't get it inside. Didn't shoot well from the outside. Clock's down to 36 seconds, and they may be going for one shot here. I don't think they are, though. They're not on that their delay set. Out to Williamson. Clock's now at 30 seconds. High post to Turping. Turping takes a dribble down the lane. Tried to dish off. Schultz deflected. Robertson stole it. Kamiakin not making very good decisions. Ash in front court to Robertson. To Buck. Buck in the lane to Cahill. Brings it out to Robertson. They'll go for one. 15 seconds to go in the half. Richland leading by 3. Williamson's on Robertson. Robertson looking to drive. Now he pulls up. 6 seconds to go. Out to Cahill. Cahill got to pop it. He finds Schultz. Schultz to Ash. He gets a good three off the back rim at the buzzer. And the end of the half. Not a lot of scoring in the last 3 minutes. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout, check the latest scores, and then we'll be back at halftime. The score is Richland 24, Kamiakin 21. Now back we are. 24-21 at half in favor of Kamiakin. In favor of Richland, of course. Richland put 7 players in the scoring column for 24 points. That's pretty impressive. Robertson had 7 points. Ash had 6. 3 for Buck, 2 each for Spoor, Cahill, Bone, and Schultz. And for Kamiakin, the leading scorer was Williamson with 6, 5 for Turping, 4 for Hazel, and 3 each for Carlisle and McLeod. And we're going to take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be right back. The score at halftime is Kamiakin trailing Richland. The Bombers 24 and the Braves 21.
I think you got to give Richland a lot of credit. You know, they've come in here, and this is really a hostile environment, and they had a little adversity in that first half. Cahill picking up some early fouls. Schultz kind of struggling with his game a little bit offensively, but I think the constant thing that they were able to do was they really maintained their poise extremely well. You know, they're ranked number 2 in the state, and I think watching them in that first half, it's really deservedly show. They showed a lot of class in terms of how they handled themselves. Damian Ash had the potential and had the chances to kind of blow this game open for Richland. Really had a lot of good looks at some three-point shots, just wasn't able to bring them in. Kamiakin, on the other hand, got to be impressed with how they came out. I thought they really played hard. McLeod still is unable to be able to find his shooting touch, and that's kind of hurt Kamiakin and their chances to score. Carlisle kid playing extremely hard. I think the Carlisle-Schultz matchup's kind of been a push so far. Neither one of them has been able to have an advantage. Got to give a lot of credit to Carlisle for really battling what's going on there. Someone for Kamiakin's got to step up. They've got to get some consistent offense. That 1-2-2 bothered Kamiakin a little bit. They didn't get quality shots against it. Richland may stay in it until Kamiakin proves to them that they can effectively beat it.
Yeah, I would stay into, I would have started it after what happened last night against Ikes 2-3 because they are really struggling. And I don't know that Carlisle got the ball in the second half even. Yeah, second quarter.
Yeah, Carlisle went out of the game there in the second quarter, and the 1-2-2 really looked a lot more effective without having that big physical presence. Turpin got the ball at the high post a couple of times, made one shot. Then they got some steals on some passes. They've got to make Carlisle effective in that zone, against that zone. And right now the zone may be psychologically bothering Kamiakin a little bit. They got to come out here and attack it.
And here comes the Kamiakin.
Okay. So, we're going to be back with the start of the second half after this 2-minute timeout. With the score at intermission, it is Richland 24, Kamiakin 21. And Kamiakin stays in the box and one. McLeod nearly steals it, but Spohr gets it back. He goes inside, turnaround jumper Schultz. He hits his first field goal of the game. And Richland leads by 5. 26-21. Matches the longest lead of the game for the Bombers. McLeod left wing, it goes to Williamson. Back out on top to McLeod. And Richland still in that zone. Very effective for him. Out front to Williamson. High post to Carlisle. Under to Turpin. Made a bad pass. Turpin saved it nicely to Robinson in front of the Kamiakin bench. Great play. Now to Williamson. Steps up. Jacks a long three. Hits it.
Nice to see Brian step up and hit that three-point shot.
Cuts the lead to 2. 26-24. Back the other way. Spohr to Ash for the Bombers. Cross-court pass. Robertson got to go after it. Couldn't get it. Goes into the Bomber bench. Out of bounds. Turnover.
Yeah, coaches are always real concerned about the first 3 minutes of the second half. How are their kids going to come out and play and react from that big, long halftime?
Okay, here we go in front court. Kamiakin with a chance to tie. Robinson can't get it into Carlisle. Richland doing a good job with Schultz on. Then they're getting weak side help on him, whatever side he's on. Robinson into the corner to Turpin. Got it low to Carlisle. Backs in, shoots over Schultz and hits.
Richland in a 2-3 zone that time. Kamiakin, nice job getting the ball inside to Carlisle.
Game is tied at 26, 6:40 to go in the third. Ash got it into Schultz. He turns on Carlisle. They come to double him. He splits the double team. Goes for the lay-in. Good, and he's fouled.
Tremendous job by Schultz. Got the ball inside. Turpin double team with Carlisle behind. Just took his time. Waited, split the double team. Took it up. Made a nice layup. Got fouled.
Richland by 2. Second foul on Carlisle. Schultz to the line with a chance to complete the three-point play. 6:33 to go in the third as Schultz stepping things up here. He wants the ball, wants to go right at him. And he's got the chance the last 2 times down. They got him the ball. So Doug taking his time at the line. He's made 2 of 3 from the line so far tonight. This one's on the way and no good. The rebound by Carlisle. Kamiakin clears it. McLeod into the forecourt. Stop and go. A little hesitation down the lane. Going to get an offensive foul. No, they called a block. Oh, Phil Neal's at midcourt with a big grin on his face. He can't believe it. Cahill's just picked up his third.
Yeah, Phil Neal all the way to half court on. That was a tremendous collision. We were kind of blocked out. I don't know whether it was a block or a charge, but Cahill sure paid the price.
But it's Cahill. It means he's not fazed by it. Inbounds pass Williamson to Turpin. Open from 10. Rolled off, no good. Rebound loose underneath. Williamson has it. Horses it up, no good. Rebound tip. Schultz grab it, and Carlisle gets a foul over his back. His third, too.
Yeah, nice look by Turpin that time. Really frustrated himself, not able to hit that wide open 15-foot shot.
Richland leading by 2. A very slow-paced game, Don, for the most part.
Yeah, both teams coming out being deliberate.
Here come the Bombers into the forecourt now as they are leading by 2. Corner Robertson, he's free for a 3. Off the rim, no good as Williamson came flying at him. Turpin took it off the rim, outside to McLeod. On front court to Robinson. He drives in the paint and dishes to Turpin. Open 13-footer off the back rim. Ash gets the rebound, and Robinson hooked him. Robinson, he better keep his mouth shut. He's talking to the official. I don't think there was much doubt about the foul. As Russ Wright's going to check into the game. 5:55 to go in the third. Russ Wright in for Robinson. 28-26 Richland. Team fouls. Kamiakin with 3, Richland with 1. Out of the backcourt comes Robertson into the left corner to Ash. He's open for a 3. Good! 31-26. Bad pass. Knocked loose by Robertson. Stolen by Ash. Hits Spoor. Spoor hooks a pass back out to Robertson. Had it poked loose by Williamson. Comes out to get it. Cross-court pass to Spoor. Steps in front of his own man. Then back the corner to Damian for three. Good. Richland by 7. 5:25 to go in the third. McLeod out of the back court. McLeod on the drive, dishes to Williamson, left corner for three, off the rim, but he's fouled by Ash, and he'll go to the line for three. Third foul on Ash.
And Damian Ash really been able to hit them threes. He had those threes in the first half, wasn't able to get them down. Got two back-to-back here. He's really feeling it now.
And so Williamson will go to the line for three free throws. Here comes Andrew Coleman in the game. Bombers with a little lead here. I think they'd like to get Cahill out for a couple minutes as long as they can maintain this. Coleman, the 6'5" sophomore. Cahill goes out. You can hear the hand from the Bomber fans. First time he's been out of the game tonight. Williamson shooting three. First one on the way and rolled in there. 34-27. Richland leading. Another one. Williamson up. Good again.
Really critical out here for Kamiakin to come back and answer those two threes by Ash. Williamson going on the line, being able to cash in on some points.
McLeod has been held to one field goal. That a three-pointer way back in the first quarter. Williamson hit all three. 34-29. Here comes Spoor with the dribble up court. He's in there with Coleman, Schultz, Robertson, and Ash. Cross-court pass. There's Damian all alone for three again. Good.
Kamiakin in that box and one, leaving Ash open on the backside.
They're paying for it, too. That's three triples in this quarter for Ash. McLeod on the drive around Coleman. And Coleman pushed him before he got his way to the 37-29, the lead back to 8. Kamiakin with 2 3-pointers in the game. Ash with 3 in this quarter. He has 5 in the game. And Richland has 7 in the game. Right out of the game. Robinson right back in there. And it'll be Kamiakin ball out of bounds. 4:57 to go in the third. Richland leading by 8, 37-29.
21.
Williamson. Looking to get the ball inbounds, brings it into Robinson. Robinson looking for McLeod. He's got him. Spoors on McLeod. McLeod drives, pulls up with a foul line jumper, in and out. The rebound. Turping tipped it for Robertson, grabbed it in the corner, and he's fouled by Turping. Turping gets his third. Kamiakin really getting frustrated. They can't seem to get a shot down. And they're going to take a timeout. Well advised. Richland by 8. 4:45 to go in the third, and the score: Bombers 37, Kamiakin 29. And back we are. Hey, the triangle and 2 might have been a better option than the box and 1 right now. Ash is killing him.
Yeah, Ash is just lighting it up. He's got a lot of open room on that backside. Kamiakin's got to get out of that or make a big-time adjustment on that. And McLeod really looking to force the issue with his game a little bit. Seen him nice to take it in the gap, but he's just unable still to be able to draw the bottom of that net. He's got to get it going for them a little bit to keep him back in this game.
Ash has 15 points in the game on 5 3-pointers. 4:45 to go in the third. 37-29 in favor of the Bombers, and they have the ball following the Kamiakin timeout. Robertson up court. Kamiakin stays with the box and 1. Robertson gets called for I think they got the triangle and 2 that time, and Robertson called for a walk.
Yeah, Kamiakin came out a straight man-to-man that time.
Was it straight man? Okay. Williamson inbound, comes into right. Against man-to-man pressure, gives behind him to McLeod, walking the dribble up, gets it across the 10-second line. I don't think he had as much time as he thought, but he made it. Scores on McLeod, sets up a long 3, drilled it!
That's what he needs, get a couple of them going.
That's the lead to 5 with 4:20 to go in the third. Now Kamiakin's there.
You don't throw things on the floor.
Yeah, they're in man-to-man. Low post to Coleman, out to Robertson. And then he fires a 3 over Williamson, and it's off the rim. Coleman tipped it, no good. Carlisle ripped it down with one hand. Ahead to Robinson. Jay out of the backcourt. Robinson pulling up wide open for a 3. It was checked by Schultz out of nowhere. Robertson took it out of the air. There's a 2-on-1 the other way. Spoor now 2-on-2. Goes around Robinson. Puts it up. A pass cross court. We're going to get a foul on Carlisle. Don Shoemaker says, where did that one come from? Carlisle just picked up his 4th foul. He's got 3 in this quarter.
And Larry Fox really making a lot of calls tonight.
Turping has to come in for Carlisle. He's got 5 points as he goes to the bench, does John, the 6'8 sophomore. Okay.
I'm sure Schultz is glad to see him leave.
Robertson inbounds to Schultz, to Spoor, back in the corner. Robertson can't shake Williamson. They got Russ Wright guarding Schultz. Boy, that is a mismatch. Ash is handling it out front. Wing right side to Schultz. Right out on him. He's leaning on it. Back to Robertson. A long 3. Good. Back to an 8-point Richland lead, 40-32, 3:30 left in the 3rd quarter. McLeod out of the backcourt. McLeod driving to the hole and then dishing in the corner to Wright. Holds the ball with Coleman on him. Comes out front to Robinson. Richland, as Williamson drives, puts it up. There was a goaltending right there, but I think they're calling him before the shot. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, it was definitely goaltending. They got to call it before the shot or the basket's good.
And Ash just picked up his 4th foul. Here comes Cahill back in the game, and Buck. Coleman leaves, and Ash will leave. Ash should get a tremendous hand from the Bomber faithful. Boy, he staked him to this lead here this half.
Yeah, he really gave him a big lift.
Williamson to inbound, brings it into the corner to Turping, finds McLeod out front. On the drive, McLeod into the lane, puts it up over Spoor. Partially checked, but Turping got it, made a lay-in. 40-34 Richland. 3:03 to go in the 3rd. Robertson out of the backcourt. Williamson is picking him up. Robertson goes to Schultz. Turping is now on Schultz. Inside to Cahill. Turns on Wright. Lays it up and in. Nice move. Nice little drop step by Cahill.
Yeah, I don't think Wright's going to be able to guard him inside.
42-34. McLeod, another long 3. Hits again. The lead is cut to 5. 42-37. 2:34 to go in the 3rd. Hazel going to check in for the Braves with the next dead ball. Out of the backcourt, Robertson wants to go down the lane against Williamson. Floats it up. Checked by Williamson. They call him for a foul. First foul on Williamson. But Robertson will go to the line for 2.
Number 30, Brian Williamson.
Robertson with 10 points in the game. This will be his first free throws. Excellent free throw shooter at 84%.
Hazel coming back in the game here. Hazel really had a nice first half. Came in there, kind of kept him in the game offensively, made some free throws. I'm sure he's going to draw the assignment here, trying to contain Ash.
You think so, and not Cahill?
Cahill, yeah. You're right.
Here's Robertson. First of 2 on the way, and good. 43-37 Richland with 2:26 left in the 3rd quarter.
McLeod's got that little bounce in his walk again. He's feeling it. He's back.
If the Bombers, if he makes it, may call a timeout right here. And that's what happens. He makes it. They call a timeout. We'll take a 30-second break. 2:26 to go in the 3rd. Richland 44, Kamiakin 37.
Hi, this is Carol from CJ's Appliance and TV in downtown Pasco. We're reducing prices on all floor models during our January clearance sale. Every Whirlpool and KitchenAid appliance will be reduced for this sale. Many closeouts and one of a kind, so it's a must that you come in today. Special Whirlpool financing available right in the store. Ask for details today. Remember, when you think of appliances and TV, think of CJ's.
That's CJ's Appliance and TV, 420 West Lewis, or call 547-1078.
Back we are with 2:26 left in the 3rd, and Richland is leading Kamiakin by 7 points. But Kamiakin's starting to get McLeod a little more active in the scoring here.
Yeah, it really has. The game has really turned into a nice basketball game. Both offenses really tuning up, hitting some shots. Kids are getting in flow. Turned into an exciting basketball game.
Richland leading by 7. Kamiakin has Hazel, Robinson, Williamson, Turping, and McLeod. Carlisle's on the bench with 4 fouls. The Bombers have Schultz, Cahill, Spoor, Robertson, and Buck. They have Ash on the bench with 4 fouls. Williamson do the inbounding. Brings it into Turping against the full court man pressure. And they get it to McLeod with 2:22 to go in the 3rd now. And Glenn brings it up. He's hit 2 threes here in this 3rd quarter. McLeod off to the left side. Looks like Richland's back in man now, too. Low post, it goes to Turping. Turns, shoots over Schultz, and Schultz fouled him. 3 on Schultz.
That's a nice job by Kamiakin, getting the ball to the high post, doing a little high-low post action, drawing the foul on Schultz.
Turping has 7 points in the game. He's made 1 out of 2. On the year, he shoots 72%. He goes to the line for a pair here with his team trailing by 7. Team fouls are 6 for Kamiakin, 5 for Richland. First one up, good. 44-38. Don't forget the 5th quarter. Winning coach, winning players right here, so stay tuned. Turping hits them both. Back to a 5-point Richland lead, 44-39. And Kamiakin staying with a straight man-to-man. Off to the right wing goes Spoor. Pulls up there. Corner it goes to Robertson, guarded by Williamson. Out to Buck. Eric Buck driving on Robinson. Got inside and he laid it up and in. 46-39. Eric Buck, the three-point specialist, driving the paint that time. McLeod in front court. Goes wing left side to Hazel. Now back out to Glenn, guarded by Spoor. 46-39. Wing left to Williamson. Low to Turping. Works on Schultz. Fakes, puts it up. No good. Tipped around. No good. Cahill grabbed the rebound for Richland. Cahill got it away from traffic. And Eric Buck brings it up with 1:26 to go in the third. Richland leading by 7. Buck to Spoor. Down the lane he goes. Lays it up and it won't go. Hazel got the rebound for Kamiakin. Clears it to McLeod. Went up the left side in forecourt. Comes to the top of the circle. Back the other way for a 3. Yes! Robertson back the other way. Robertson to Schultz out on the perimeter. Looks low to Cahill. Now he drives on Turping. Nice hook pass to Cahill for the lay-in. 48-42 Richland. 51 seconds to go in the third. Here's McLeod driving and trying to dish, and he's fouled, and going to be on Spoor. Don Shumick was really upset that time that Schultz didn't get an offensive foul as he barreled into Hazel on the pass.
Well, that last 3 that McLeod made was incredible. He kind of lost the ball on the way up, and it was kind of a knuckleball line driver, but he hit it.
Tremendous concentration. 4 corners around the paint. Williamson to get it inbounds underneath to Cahill. He's slapped and fouled by, or got it into Turping. Oh, they called it on Schultz from behind. Oh, I bet they're thinking that's a makeup there. Schultz just drew number 4. Here comes Coleman back in the game with 45.6 to go. So both centers with 4. And Ash is on the bench with 4 for Richland. Schultz in the game with 6 points. Turping to the line with 2. Richland is leading by 6. No, it's 1-1. The shot is no good. Rebound Robinson in the lane. He lost it. Grabbed by Hazel. Out to McLeod. Fakes the 3. Steps in. He feeds Hazel. Lays it up. Checked by Coleman. And a foul on Coleman. They initially indicated it was checked. And then they said he went into him after the shot.
Yeah, it looked like a good block, but his body got into it. Phil Neal not happy with the call.
I saw Larry Fox's hands. I swear first went all ball, but then his body, and I think they may give him 2.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be.
They are.
They
it's
are.
Not after the shot. So Coleman gets the foul, and Hazel gets 2 free throws. First one, good. Philip Hazel has stepped up there, a 37% free throw shooter, and hit 5 of 5. And Kamiakin has needed every one of them. Hazel, second shot on the way. In and out. The rebound by Cahill with 38 seconds to go. Richland's leading by 5. We're in the third quarter. Robertson out of the backcourt. Kamiakin staying man-to-man defensively. Out front, Spoor. Richland wants to freeze it for 1 shot. Now we're down inside 25 seconds. Robertson out front with it to Spoor at the center circle. Spoor now to Robertson. We're at 18 seconds to go. Robertson, of course, guarded by Williamson. To Buck. Now we're down to 13 seconds to go. Buck out front, picked up by Robinson. Williamson down below. Robertson trying to set him up in the corner for 3. He got it, got a good look, and it's short. The rebound is loose. Robinson grabs it with 3 seconds, and he's fouled by Coleman with 2.4 seconds to go. And Phil Neal, I don't know if he's upset with the call or the fact that Coleman fouled him.
Yeah, Phil Neal's upset that time, but not at the officials. He's upset at his player there for doing that foul.
Robinson will go to the line. Jay has not scored tonight. 1-1 with 2.4 seconds to go in the third quarter. Robinson is only a 28% free throw shooter on limited free throws. this year. The junior guard steps to the line. Here's the shot up. No good. Oh, boy, that was really bad. Cahill throws it over the backboard at the buzzer. The end of 3, we take a 60-second break. It's Richland 48, Kamiakin 43. They're only concerned about this one. 48-43 Richland as we go to the final quarter. And the foul trouble has Ash and Schultz with 4 each for Richland. Carlisle with 4 for Kamiakin, and all 3 of those players remain out of the game. McLeod brings it into front court as it's Kamiakin's possession. And Richland goes back into the zone. Left wing it goes to McLeod, picked up by Buck. McLeod drives and dishes to the foul line. Turping fakes, goes up from 10 off the drive and banks it in.
Nice execution by Kamiakin that time. This has really been a nice basketball game in the second half.
3-point lead. There was more points scored by either team in the third quarter than they scored in the entire game. Buck a long 3. Short off the rim. Long rebound to Turping for Kamiakin. And here comes McLeod. Out of the backcourt. A long 3 off the back rim. Long rebound. Hazel, a great hustle effort. Gets the rebound to McLeod. McLeod on the drive. Looks, puts it up from 10. Missed it badly. Rebound to the Bombers. McLeod a little out of control that time with a great hustle play by Hazel. 3-point Bomber lead, and they have it back with a little over 7 minutes to go in the game. In front court. Spoor handling out on top now. Kamiakin staying man-to-man. Right corner goes to Robertson. Steps around Williamson for a 3 off the back rim. The rebound. Buck. Nice job. He tipped it to Spoor. Spoor keeps the Bombers with it. Robertson low post knocked loose, and a foul going to be called on Hazel as he came over the back of Cahill.
Yeah, Robertson upset with himself. Really had a nice look at the 3 that time. Williamson really wasn't on him and just wasn't able to hit it.
Williams has been chasing him all night. He might be getting a little tired. Robertson has scored 12 points, and Cahill's going to go to the line for 1-1. Jeff, a 60% free throw shooter. First chance tonight. He has 6 points in the game and about 1,000 rebounds. Here's the first one on the way. It is good.
Yeah, both teams playing good, hard-nosed man-to-man in the half court. Really nice to see 2 fine quality teams just getting after each other.
49-45, Bombers by 4. And another one coming for Jeff Cahill. He rolled it in. 50-45. Out of the backcourt comes McLeod. Richland back in the 1-2-2. McLeod off to the left wing. Now it goes to Turping. To McLeod, way deep, but Robertson comes to get him. They know he'll shoot from out there. McLeod dribbles across the defense, gives to Robinson, down on top to Williamson, to Turping at the right elbow, into the right corner to Robinson, fires a 3, off the back rim. The rebound cleared by Cahill, up to Buck. Buck out of the backcourt up the right side. Buck pulls up, feeds us Spoor in the lane, dribbles it off his foot, stolen by Hazel. Bombers wanting a foul. Long lead to Williamson, goes for the lay-in. That was knocked loose by Cahill. Robertson out of the backcourt, and he's fouled by Robinson. I'll tell you what happened. Both teams were upset that there wasn't a foul call, but it was consistent officiating in both ends.
Yeah, Williamson was going in for a layup, and Cahill just made a super play on it. It looked like it was clean. Just one of those things where it just seemed to happen that way.
So we'll go to the other end. Robertson will get a 1-1. Turping comes out. Carlisle is back in, and Russ Wright's going to come in. I think he's going to come in for Robinson, try and settle him down. And plus, he just picked up foul number 4.
Turpin really did a nice job for Kamiakin. Came in, played hard, bang, got some big buckets for him.
Robertson to the line, 1-1 for the 5'8 junior. He puts it up and good.
Carlisle back in now, being ready to see how long Coach Neal keeps Schultz out. I'm sure he's going to wait and see how much of an impact Carlisle has on it.
Robertson here, good again. He jacks the lead back to 7. Remember, Kamiakin had knocked it to 3 and had the ball a minute ago. Into the front court, McLeod into the corner to right. Now to McLeod away, calling the play out. They got it into Carlisle. He moves to the hoop, shoots from 8, missed it, got it back, and he got fouled by Coleman before he went up, actually. It's a good call by Larry Fox. Coleman picks up number 4 on Coleman.
And Coach Shoemaker really trying to make a concentrated effort again his kids to get the ball into Carlisle, or at least get a look to get it into him.
We have 5:46 to go in the game. Richland's leading by 7 in the Kamiakin gym, and Carlisle with 1-1. He has 5 points in the game. He's made 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. And here he goes. Sophomore ready, bend to the knees, shot on the way and good. 52-46, Richland. Here comes Schultz. Carlisle's got the ball, though, so he'll shoot first. Wait a minute. He made the free throw, but referee Larry Fox called timeout because there was some debris on the floor. So now Carlisle's got to shoot it again.
Throwing candy on the floor, and it's going to hurt somebody. They're around you. Identify them. We'll have security. Take them out of here.
Here comes Schultz in now, and Coleman will go out. .5:46 remaining. Richland 52. Kamiakin 46, so Carlisle will have to make that free throw again. Stats, here's the shot. Good. 52-47 Richland. And here come the Bombers. Spoor, Buck, Robertson, Cahill, and Schultz. Spoor into the forecourt. Dishes high post to Cahill. Into the left corner to Buck. Underneath to Schultz. He got it up against Carlisle. Makes a layup.
Yeah, Carlisle and Schultz not guarding each other there. They had Hazel trying to guard Schultz, and it was just a mismatch.
McLeod into the forecourt. Picked up by Robertson on the point of the zone. To Williamson on the wing. High post, it goes to Hazel. Flips it back to McLeod. Wanted the three, but he didn't have a good handle on it. Had to regain it. Now to Williamson. Carlisle calling for the ball inside. They give it to him. He works on Schultz, goes around him and lays it in. Same thing as at the other end.
Yeah, nice move by Carlisle. Schultz kind of had to back off. Couldn't contest him with 4 fouls.
5 minutes to go. Bombers with the ball in a 5-point lead. Robertson forecourt up against Williamson. He drives him into the paint and dishes into the corner to Buck. To Schultz. He goes into the lane and he's going to get called. McLeod gets called for a holding foul. That's a first foul on McLeod.
Yeah, Richland trying to play that 2-3 zone now, trying to keep Schultz from getting foul trouble on a mismatch inside. Kamiakin electing to stay with that pressure man. They got Hazel on Schultz right now and Carlisle on Cahill.
Schultz with 8 points in the game. He's 2 of 4 from the line, and he gets the 1-and-1 bonus here with his team leading by 5 and 4:53 to go in the game. So Doug, that big step with the left foot, and he puts it up and good. 55-49 Richland. Richland has led almost the entire way. Kamiakin's last lead was 14-11. 14-11, yeah. And then Schultz hits the second one. So now it's back to a 7-point lead again. Here's McLeod out of the backcourt. McLeod to Williamson left wing. High post to Hazel. Puts it to the floor. He drives and puts it up. It's in and out. The rebound is Schultz for Richland. And he clears it to Spoor. Spoor into the forecourt, 4:36 to go. Spoor moving on McLeod. Can't get around it. Pass to the wing, knocked loose by Wright, but Buck got it. Buck gives it out front. Robertson nearly had it stolen by Williamson, got it back. Out front to Buck. Pass left side, stolen by Hazel. Richland fans thought he grabbed Schultz's arm. Kamiakin in the front court. McLeod wanted the three, couldn't get it. Right wing to Wright. Wright goes baseline. Fakes, lays it up. Got fouled. Who are they going to call it on? That's the question. They call it on Schultz. He's done. But they didn't. They called it on Spoor.
They very easily could have called it on Schultz. Schultz went at him a little bit.
Seeing some players who don't usually do some things step up here. As Russ Wright drove the baseline that time, he'll go to the line for 2. 50% free throw shooter. Averaging about 2.5 points a game. Richland leading 56-49. We have 4 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the game. Bombers have kept him at bay here in the second half. Kamiakin's been as close as 3 in this fourth quarter. First one up, good.
Nice to see players like Russ Wright be aggressive offensively and take the ball to the basket. You want kids to be aggressive and just play within themselves.
So the junior with another one coming up, and he rolled it in. 56-51 Richland, 4:10 to go. Remember Carlisle and Schultz each playing with 4 fouls. Spoor into the forecourt now, looking for Schultz in the corner, got it to him there. Hazel's on him. Schultz takes him, and he gets some help from Wright, so he has to pass off to Robertson. Robertson had it knocked loose by Williamson, goes back. Williamson knocks it loose again, saved it from going out of bounds to McLeod, but they called it out of bounds. Boy, Williamson, great hustle.
Williamson working extremely hard tonight, drawing that defensive assignment. Just every ounce of energy he's got is focused into trying to deny Robertson the basketball.
56-51 Richland, 3:53 to go, Bomber ball. Robertson driving on Williamson out of the hole. He's going to get Williamson called for the foul. He made the hoop, it won't count. He's called way out front. And on Williamson, that is number 2. But that's almost a cinch, too, every time you send Robertson to the line. He's 4 out of 4, hitting 84% on the year, and he gets the bonus here.
Yeah, that's one thing Robertson didn't do at the Richland game when Williamson was guarding, was take him to the basket. He just kind of floated around, tried to shoot his jump shot.
So Neal on the line now. First one up on the bonus, good. And he's got 15 points in the game, averaging 16 and a half. 3:49 to go, and Richland maintaining that 7 and 5 point spread. And the second shot is also good. It's back to 7, and we get a Richland timeout with 3:49 to go. We take a 30-second break in the score now. The Bombers 58, the Braves 51. 58-51, Kamiakin ball. They have 3 timeouts remaining. Richland has 2.
Although Hazel's really done a wonderful job in this game, it's kind of surprised to see Turpin not in the game at the same time with Carlisle and really attack him with that power.
Yep. McLeod and Williamson, Carlisle, Wright, and Hazel. That's the lineup. Williamson or McLeod a 3. It's no good. The rebound by Carlisle on the paint. He puts it back up and rolled it in.
Great hustle rebound by Carlisle.
5-point lead for Richland. 3:30 to go. Robertson up floor. Robertson with the dribble going out front now. Williamson giving him a little room. Robertson to the wing to Schultz. Picked up high by Hazel. Low it goes to Cahill. He's going to get called for a walk. 3:19 to go. Chance for Kamiakin to make a move. Here comes McLeod up floor. 58-53 Bombers. McLeod picked up on the point of the zone in backcourt by Robertson. McLeod out front. 3:08 to go. To Wright. Wright, the lob underneath the Carlisle for the lay-in.
Pretty clear, 9 feet. I go to Carlisle inside, super pass.
8 points in the quarter for Carlisle. The lead is cut to 3. Robertson down court. Got Schultz, got away from his man. Great cover-up. McLeod makes him lose it. Hazel picks it up. Holy cow. 2:48 to go, and the lead is 3, and Kamiakin has the ball. McLeod left wing to Hazel. Now to Russ Wright. Wright drives the ball along the baseline. He gives it to Hazel. Richland still zoning right. A 3. Short off the rim. Rebound in traffic. It hits the floor. It's a big pile of bodies and a held ball called. And it is out to Richland on the alternating possession with 2:30 to go.
Boy, there was a lot of intensity going after that loose ball. Kids were flying.
Okay. Richland has Robertson, Spoor, Schultz, and Buck, and Cahill.
Kamiakin's really stepped up their defensive pressure in the last few possessions.
And they go to his own press, and Wright steals. He beats Hazel. He lays it in. It's a 1-point game with 2:22 to go. Robertson out of the backcourt. Brings it out on top now. 2:18 and counting. Robertson out front, guarded by Kamiakin's gone to his zone. To Schultz on the baseline for a 16-footer. No good. McLeod got the rebound. Races out of the backcourt. McLeod dishes to Wright. Wright alone 3. No good. The rebound tip loose. Buck got it. 2-on-1 the other way with Robertson. It's Neal for the lay, and he got called for a walk. Richland takes a timeout. 1:58 to go. Don't go anywhere. Let's take a 30-second break. Richland 58. Kamiakin 57. In their own gym, Don, you knew Kamiakin was going to make a run. Here it is. This is what we waited for.
Just great defensive pressure. Kamiakin kind of changed up with a diamond and 1 press up to the bucket. Robertson went a little bit of sleep. Great steal by Hazel and put it back in. Kamiakin's really on a run right now. They're playing hard. Their crowd's in the game. They're excited. It's going to be a great finish.
A minute 58 to go. Kamiakin ball in the backcourt. They trail by 1. They haven't led since early in the second quarter. Williamson to inbound. Gets it into Carlisle. Hands it right back to Williamson, who gives it to McLeod. Let's see if Richland's changed defenses. They have. They're back in man-to-man now. McLeod guarded by Spoor. No, they're not man-to-man. Unless it's a big sagging man-to-man. Russ Wright out front, guarded by Robertson. Gives the ball to McLeod at the center circle. A minute 40 to go. McLeod got steered away. High post to Hazel. Now to Williamson. Now to Hazel at the high post. The lob to Turpin. Knocked out of there by Schultz. Hazel retrieves it. Goes into the lane and dishes to McLeod on the wing. Nearly got away. Oh, what a game. 1:21 to go. McLeod drives the paint. He was held by Spoor. He'll go to the line for 1-and-1.
Yeah, Kamiakin trying to run a little clear out for McLeod the first time. Richland recognized they got a lot of weak side help. Then they went high-low inside. McLeod just took the ball and the gap drew the foul.
He's going to go to the line for 1-1. He hasn't been there tonight. He has 12 points on 4 3-pointers on the season, shooting 83%. Richland leading by 1 with $1:20 to go. Okay, here's the shot on the way. Good! The game is tied. 58-58. One more for McLeod. Could give Kamiakin the lead for the first time since early in the second quarter. He bends the knees. He shoots it. Good! Kamiakin by 1. The press out of the backcourt. Robertson into the forecourt. He comes against his own pressure. Now Kamiakin matching up man-to-man. Out front, Spoor. Guarded by McLeod. Spoor looks for help. Down low, the ball stolen by Hazel. Gives it to Williamson. A minute to go in the game, and Kamiakin has the ball and a 1-point lead. Richland's led by as many as 7 in this fourth quarter. McLeod out front. They're going to go to the delay set and try and freeze it away. If you're Richland, you want to foul either Hazel or Wright. Wright has it out front. He gives it to Carlisle. Schultz is on him. Oh, he poked it loose. Carlisle got it back to Hazel. Out to McLeod. McLeod with 40 seconds to go. Holds the ball. They put the count on him. He goes to the dribble. Around the right side he goes. Gives to Williamson. 31 seconds to go. Williamson in front of his own bench takes the dribble. And he's fouled by Buck. With 28.5 seconds to go. Here comes Damian Ash, who sat a long time on that bench, Don.
Ash has been there a long time. I'm sure they want him back in for his offensive shot. Last time down, they tried to run a special to Robertson. Great defensive play by Hazel. Big free throws here by Williamson.
28.5 seconds to go. Williamson on the line. He's 5 out of 5 from the line on the year, 72%. He hasn't scored since the third quarter. This shot. Good! Kamiakin by 2, 28.5 seconds to go. Williamson with one more free throw. He has 13 points in the game. Second shot on the way. Good! 61-58. Spoor in the backcourt. He looks, gives it to Robertson. Oh, he was on the center line and came back to get it. But they didn't call it over and back. Out to Ash. They need a 3. Damian, guarded by Wright. Kamiakin straight man. Pass in the corner. Robertson a triple. It's short. The rebound. Cahill got it for the Bombers. Gives to Spoor. Spoor a long 3. No good. The rebound knocked loose. Robertson got it a 3. Good. We're going overtime. Overtime. Robertson ties the game at the buzzer. Are you kidding me?
That was absolutely incredible.
Holy cow! A wild scramble. They missed 2. Robertson got it. Threw it up from the wing for 3. We're going to OT. Let's take a 30-second break. All tied at 61. Okay, we're going to overtime. Tied at 61, courtesy of Neil Robertson. Now question, 4-minute overtime with fouls. Schultz and Carlisle, the 2 centers with 4. Ash is playing with 4. And that's it.
Yeah, that was just, it's incredible. Schultz has got to stay out of foul trouble. Kamiakin did everything right on that play. Schultz just made an incredible shot.
Robertson, Carlisle against Schultz to jump it up for the OT. Then Schultz gets the tip. Richland ball. Robertson dribbles across the 10-second line, picked up by Williamson to Ash, right wing. Damian out on top to Schultz, top of the circle. Hazel just bowled over Cahill. There was no whistle. To Robertson. Looking for Spoor. Had it checked loose, but he got it to Spoor anyway. Now to Robertson. He's free for a 3. It's off the back rim. No good. Carlisle the rebound in traffic. Away to McLeod. Tied. 61 all in overtime. McLeod into the forecourt. McLeod stop and go dribbles. Pulls up at the foul line. Double team. Hits right on the wing. Russ back out front to McLeod. 3:22 to go in OT. Williamson looking low. Goes high post instead to Hazel. The lob to Carlisle for the lay-in. Good. Super pass by Hazel. High low action down low to Carlisle. Kamiakin by 2, 3:10 to play in OT. Robertson left wing, it comes to Damian. Into the corner to Spoor. Spoor looks, got it to Cahill low. Doesn't want to shoot, though.